one son, who's 19, my middle guy, he didn't talk to me for like, at that point, like almost 2 years. He didn't talk to me for about 4.
Why?
Me and his mom, all my kids' mom, same mom, we got divorced, and parent alienation. Like he kind of like,
He gravitated towards mom, I'm assuming.
Gravitated. Yeah, mom's rules were better than my rules, and that kind of stuff. And it was kind of, she had the upper hand, and I don't know how she feels about it or doesn't feel about it. I don't know what happened outside of the walls of my house, so I can't say what she did or didn't do. But I know that my kid wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't entertain me. I went to his football games. He wouldn't even look at me. So I was definitely poised to be this bad person.
How's your relationship with him now?
He's good. Probably about 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago, he came back, and we recently just went to Aruba. He was just here in California. He went home yesterday. It's good. We're building a relationship. I don't talk about the past. I talk about the present and the future. I don't want to know what happened and what didn't happen. I don't really care. But I did ask him, and I said, what made you come back? And he texted me back, I just felt it was time. So everyone, like, throughout that time was like, he'll come back, he'll come back, he'll come back. But when you're living with a kid not talking to you, you don't want to hear that shit.
How many kids you got, Dan?
I got 3.
So you got 2 boys and
my daughter. My daughter's the youngest, yeah.
And your middle child was the one that resented you, basically.
Yes.
So when he was coming for a visitation,
He didn't visit me. I didn't see him.
Are you serious? For
4
years?
Yeah.
Did you ever question your ex?
Oh, it's my fault. I did it to myself. Blah 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 blah. One day the other 2 will see exactly who you are. All this bullshit.
See, that's the one thing we always talk about on the show as well when it comes to like divorces. It's the worst thing to degrade your ex. At the end of the day, it's the father of your children and it's the mother of your children. If you're going to part ways as peacefully as possible for the sanity of the kids. Again, I don't know what your middle child went through psychologically, emotionally, but all those years of him missing out with you in his life, a father figure in his life, I'm sure he's a great kid now, but God forbid, bro, if he was looking for that father figure and he found somewhere else in the wrong neighborhood, you don't know where his life would be now.
She was dating this dude that like was trying to take him in as his kid, and that shit pissed me off. Like he posted, I think like this was probably 3 years ago or something. He posted on Father's Day like his 2 kids and my son, and like someone showed me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I texted dude. I go, bro, that's not your kid. Don't even fucking try to do that shit, because I will go to jail for that. You know what I mean? Like that's my kid. And I mean they're not together anymore, but like even like to make that even be okay, that's not okay.
No, it's not.
Like, and my other 2 kids we have a great relationship, and now my middle son, we have a good relationship. We're building a relationship, but what he missed out on 4 years was like a man in his life, like a real man in his life to show him the real ways. Good thing he was an athlete, and he was in sports, and he was doing things. But I think now he's at a point of his life where he's been out of high school for a year now, wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and maybe it was time now he needed dad's direction. I'm not sure. But I'm glad he came back. It was probably the hardest time of my life, but I still went on to do what I had to do because I had 2 other kids who were depending on me, needed me. And I think the pivotal point was, like I said, when I had that heart attack, eyes wide open, because I was probably about a year into it, 2 years into it. And I was spending so much time like dwelling on why he wasn't talking to me. And I'm like, I just need to just keep going.
It's funny. I was having this discussion over the weekend with a friend of mine about how there's people go years without, for example, in your case, talking to your son, or they won't talk to their sister or their brother or whoever, or a friend, especially if it's blood family, right? And my whole thing about one of the reasons why, like for me, a tight circle of friends are important is because they're supposed to also kind of keep tabs on you, one another, as far as like, for instance, if you notice one of your friends is having issues with at work or with their kids or whatever, not to try to obviously, you're not trying to stick your nose into their business, but it's like, hey, like what's going on? You've been, different lately. Um, Anything you want to talk about? No, no, it's just, at work or this is what's been happening. And you have discussions. But it seems like a lot of people these days don't have these types of discussions anymore. Where, for example, I mean, your son is very young; he's only 19. But say if one of his friends was to be like, "Hey, bud, I noticed your dad hasn't been around lately." Well, yeah, I haven't been talking to him. What do you mean you haven't been talking to him? Why not? Well, my mom says, he's not a cool guy or whatever. And then that conversation starts where it makes him think like, fuck, maybe mom's trying to brainwash me. I should maybe, why am I not talking to my dad? These types of conversations don't take place anymore. Everybody's isolated. Nobody says like, hey, younger brother, what's going on, man? Did you, for example, it was grandma's birthday. Did you text her? No, I haven't texted grandma for her birthday. Or I didn't call her. Or I didn't go see her. Like these types of conversations, I don't think take place as much as they need to anymore. That's what keeps you in balance because we're caught up with this bullshit every day, right? We think we're so busy, we no longer have time for anybody. But if you break it down, you look at your screen time, you spend 9.5 hours on this shit. You could have spent 9 minutes on the phone with your grandma or 90 seconds. But why is it not happening? Because nobody's holding anybody accountable. And I think part of a good friendship, a good circle of people around you is to hold each other accountable for, hey, this is what's happening. I noticed, you're a little down or the good and the bad. You praise each other for the good and you're there for each other for the bad. It's not just and that's what I think is missing a lot in people's lives.